Hello, happy Sunday to you all. Welcome to the Light Christian Spiritualist Church. My name's Ashley and I'm going to be chairing for this evening, and I'm going to be chairing for a very, very dear lady. Hello to Wendy Wharton, who is our speaker for this evening. How are you doing, Wendy?
Good evening, Ashley. Namaste. I'm very well, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Super. I'm so looking forward to this evening. Whatever you've been up to, enjoying this absolutely glorious autumn sunshine that we've been blessed with this weekend. If you've managed to get out and about and enjoy the weather, or whether you've been busy working, then we are so pleased to have you join us in this space on a Sunday evening. It's your opportunity to come together and create a virtual congregation online. While our church is still sadly not open, we're offering this service to you live on our Facebook page for you to create your own service with us online, to come together and to introduce you to some wonderful spiritual mediums and speakers from all over the place to bring their love and spiritual thoughts to you on a Sunday evening. Hello to everybody that's joining us. There's so many people on. It is always just such a heartwarming thing to see you all popping online. Please do put your name and where you're from and what you're doing and kind of where you are right now and how you're feeling. And yeah, really lovely to connect with you and get to know some of you as the weeks and months have gone on through lockdown. Hello to the lovely Linda Marie. It's always lovely to see you on here. Hello to lovely Jennifer and Angela, Mary Island, Nicola Briggs, Jeanette, Tony Goswell. Hello, Tony. Nikki Hanlon. Lovely Jamie Williamson is on as well. And for everybody who's watching on Catch Up, it's always lovely to have you with us. So we are going to start off in the way that we always start off, which is to light our candles together. And the reason why we do that is to create that moment of sacred space for us just to drop into our energy, that place that you go to when you're sending healing and you're connecting to your loved ones and guides and helpers, and when you sit in meditation. So I'd invite you now to grab hold of your candle and whatever you choose to light your candle with. And as you do that, just take a couple of deep breaths just to center and connect yourself in the energy. And I'm lighting a candle for us. And just lighting this candle of love and light and energy, bringing us all together into the light of that one candle. And so as we do that, I would like to open this evening in prayer. So I'd invite you, dear friends, just to go to that quiet, still place within. And as you allow your eyes to gently close, we'll open our service this evening. And so we say, Father, Mother, God, to all of our loved ones in the spirit world, to all of our ancestors and all of those people who wish us well and walk with positivity and upliftment, shoulder to shoulder on this pathway of life with us. We would like to ask you and invite you and welcome you into this sacred space that we have created online, responding to the beacon of light and that clarion call that has gone up from our heart to your heart. That beacon of light that's gone up to the world of spirit and connecting all of those people on this planet who wish to raise the vibration, who wish to bring help and healing to those that need it most. We ask this evening that all that is said and done within this place is done to the highest and best that we can achieve as individuals and coming together in that collective energy. And so now I leave this service in Wendy's very capable hands to open for us. Amen. Wendy.
Thank you very much, Ashley. Thank you. Sorry about that.
You're welcome. If you'd like to open with your lovely blessing for our sacred space we've created,
I
Wendy.
would indeed. If you'd like to join me, friends, please. Just go to that place of inner contemplation where you and your God occupy the same moment of time. That one eternal moment where your soul is part of God's light, whoever or whatever you perceive that God to be. Where your breathing is the breathing of the eternal, breathing in and through you with no separation, where you realize you are as one as we offer this prayer. Great and eternal Spirit, Father God, we give thanks for the blessings bestowed upon us, including being able to come together this evening for this wonderful service of love and hope and joy. We ask that everybody that's watching feel the essence and presence of your love, of your peace. We ask that the words that are read and the words that are said and done with love, will touch the hearts and the souls of those who are listening. We offer up this prayer to you, sealed in truth and peace, and in your great name, which is everlasting love. Amen.
Amen. Wow, thank you so much for one of your glorious blessings, Wendy. That was lovely. Thank you. And now, friends, we are going to come together to say the Lord's Prayer together. And we say that as we have always said it in this church, as a Christian spiritualist church, for those people that choose to do so. And so we say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, everybody. And this is the part of the service that we dedicate to healing of all types, absent healing, sending out thoughts. And there is no great mystery or science to it. It is that heartfelt desire for those people that you know and love to re-establish and re-remember their state of absolute perfection. And that's our greatest wish. So if I'd invite you, friends, to go to that quiet place as I read our healing blessing, and then there'll be a few short moments of music for you to go quietly and send your thoughts out to those people that you know and love that may need some upliftment. And so we say, may you desire to be healed. May what is wounded in your life be restored to good health. May you be receptive to the ways in which healing needs to happen. May you take good care of yourself. May you extend compassion to all that hurts within your body and soul. May you be patient with the time that it takes to heal. May you be aware of the wonders of your body, mind, and spirit, and their ability to return you to perfect good health. May you be open to receive from those who extend kindness, care, and compassion to you. May you rest peacefully under the sheltering wings of divine love. May you find small moments of beauty and joy to sustain and uplift you. And may you keep hope always alive in your heart. Amen. And now, friends, I'll leave you for a few short moments to send your own healing thoughts out. Amen, friends. Amen. Wow, that was lovely. I really felt that energy. I really, really felt that healing energy coming through. I don't know about everybody else. Gosh, the power that can be generated is wonderful. So thank you everyone for joining in with that. And thank you to everyone who's joined us. There are so many of you online and it's so wonderful to see you all here with us on a Sunday evening. It really is lovely. Thank you. So Wendy, I'd now like to hand over to you for the reading that you've chosen for us this evening. What a treat.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ashley. I hope this reading, this writing, these words resonate with you. Whatever your belief is, I just hope they resonate with you. It's called Soul Song. My dear friends, how wonderful to be back, to talk once more, to join you all in love and in harmony. Your light brought us forth, for we see that light shining wherever people are sitting, in the power of the Great Spirit, in the power of what they call their God. But it is not just the light that brings us forth. It's the sound of your souls that draws us, the symphony your vibration makes. For it is so beautiful, it moves us to tears. But my friends, you have forgotten how truly beautiful you really are. In your fast-paced world of materialism and greed, you have forgotten to listen to your soul, to hear the song it wants and needs to sing. Not just for us here in the higher realms, but for each other on the earth plane.
We're having a couple of technical issues with the bandwidth. I'm just going to sit very patiently with bated breath to wait for Wendy to spring into life. Oh, what a shame. What a shame for you all, because I think I have actually heard that reading that Wendy's given us before. And I was very blessed to sit in circle with Wendy maybe a couple of years ago and hearing some of Wendy's inspired writing from her spirit guides when she sits in that inspired state. So I'm really hoping that Wendy's internet holds up enough to dial back in frantically to finish off the rest of that reading. We really appreciate every week that we come together is an absolute experiment, friends, and we thank you so much for your patience. But sometimes the technology just not is on our side, and you don't get this when you've got a physical church service, that as soon as you hear the doors at the back of the hall open and you know that the medium has turned up, then you know that all is well and the service will proceed. But unfortunately, sometimes the technology, when we're trying to do things over the internet, just isn't on our side. So we thank you for all of your patience, actually, over the very many weeks that we've been together. That thankfully we haven't had too many technical issues, but it really does. We really appreciate you bearing with us. So thank you to everybody that's joining us. It's amazing to see so many people on. Hello to... Yeah, Wendy, it looks like we have lost Wendy, but I'm really hoping that all of the spirit guides and helpers are working to plug her internet back in so that we can hear the rest of Wendy's address, because I'm so looking forward to hearing from Wendy. It is a bit of a shame, Jamie, but we will hopefully get Wendy back in a very short period of time. Hello to Tony Goswell that's on, and to Kathy from Zimbabwe. Amazing. Hello, Kathy. So lovely to have you with us. Hello to lovely Margaret and Mary. Yes, Mary, it was lovely. Hello to lovely Dolly. How are you doing, Dolly? Lovely to have you on. And to Nicola and the Little Port crew, and to Janet and Fiona Parry. Hello, Fiona. How are you doing? Really lovely to have you with us. And Wendy's back. Wendy's back.
Sorry about that, folks.
Don't worry. Everyone is just so with you, Wendy. I'm looking to hit.
Carry on.
Carry on.
In your fast-paced world of materialism and greed, you have forgotten to listen to your soul, to hear the song it needs and wants to sing. Sing it for us and for those around you. For it is that which draws us close and draws your friends towards you with like mind. I must tell you this: energy hums and sings. You may sometimes experience this through the electricity on your earth. Even silence, if you listen, has a buzz, barely audible, but it's there if you truly listen. You are energy, moving energy, and you hum and sing and buzz. And depending on your intentions and your personality and demeanor, you all sing a different tune, as unique as you are. And when you return home to the higher life, your thoughts being energy will hum and sing. And you, in this new state of bliss, will be able to hear the song that your soul sings to you, the songs that your loved ones sing, and the songs that we also sing here in the world unseen. So imagine, my friends, for a few moments, your most favourite song. Maybe it's the drumming of indigenous peoples. Maybe it's a hymn or an aria, or maybe even a rock song that you like. Imagine that song and place it in your heart and your soul, and then multiply it 1,000-fold. And my friends, that still would not be anywhere near close to what we can hear from your soul when you send out thoughts of kindness, when you act in a loving way and you send our prayers out to us and think about us. You really have no idea how truly magnificent and beautiful you are. For those who have lost their connection to the spirit world, who have allowed negative influences to affect them and take over their earthly lives, the song is dull and barely audible. But, my friends, when they shed all that is earthly, they too will learn to hear the song that their soul wants to sing, and they too will be singing a song that everyone across the world and in the world unseen can hear. So just take a moment each day, friends, to sit in that peace and that stillness. Feel the bliss. Accept that you are a walking symphony. Perfect your tune while you're on the earth plane, with love, kindness, and compassion to all you meet, so that each living thing, whether it's human or creature, will realize they are standing in the energy of a soul who is enlightened, a soul who they know they will feel at peace with, who they move to be with, just by standing close to you and being in your energy field. Sing on, my friends, and draw us close to you, so that your tune can be heard, not just for us, but to all your earthly friends. Heal the animals, the plants, and Mother Earth herself with your song, your amazing, beautiful symphony. Listen to your soul, make a song, and thrive to make your music the most beautiful that any has ever heard. I leave you now and give thanks to all of you for your belief and your love which sustains us here in the world unseen. I'm always yours in truth, peace, and everlasting love. Thank you.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. What wonderful words. My goodness, that gives all of us some hope there. Thank you so much, Wendy. And everyone is loving your words. Thank you so, so much. So if I may ask for your thoughts, your kind of reflections and your address upon those words, Wendy, so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have to say, for me, those words resonate, and we know what it's like, don't we, when we stand in the presence of somebody that is truly spiritual. In my lifetime, I've been with maybe 3 or 4 people who, just by being in their very presence, you feel uplifted, you know that everything's all right. You can feel their energy, you can feel their love just oozing out of them. And I think to aspire to be one of those people who regardless of if it's a creature or a person who comes into your presence, they feel uplifted, is just the most wonderful thing. But it also speaks to me of our principles of spiritualism. For I do believe that those words are meant for everybody, regardless of their religion, their colour, their belief or their non-belief, that we can all do acts of kindness, simple things. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but just very simple things. Letting somebody out in the traffic, getting something for shelf for somebody. But we can all help each other by using kind words. For me, there is very little in this world except for love and kindness. And Spirit have often come through to me and said that for your mediumship, for your philosophy, for your whole way of life, there are 3 things to be remembered: love, kindness, and respect. And I really think that those 3 things go hand in hand with each other. So those words, it speaks to me of the fatherhood of God, regardless of what you believe in and what you like, what religion you are, what colour you are. It speaks to me of the communion of spirits, because that was actually given to me through Spirit. The communion of angels. We know as mediums and as spiritual people and as spiritualists that we can talk to our loved ones whenever we want to, and that mediums can also bring them forth. It speaks to me of that eternal life that we have, that while we're here we can make music and we can make people smile, we can heal people with our words, our thoughts, our deeds and our actions, but also we can carry on doing that in the spirit realms. I'm sure that some of you who have got loved ones who have passed over have often felt them around you, and it's often in those times when you're struggling, you might have actually felt them, smelt a favourite perfume, or just know, you just know, don't you, deep in your heart, that they're there with you, cheering you on and wanting you to do well. And I really do believe that those words speak of all of the things that we believe in: eternal life, our progression after we pass from this earthly plane, how we can progress. But the main thing for me is they speak of love and kindness and healing for everybody, not just people that believe what we believe, but people who may be of a different religion, a different colour. They may not even believe in God, and that's fine too, because it speaks also to me of unconditional love. And unconditional love for me is loving everybody that comes into your path, regardless of who or what they are. We are all worthy, from the person on the street that has nowhere to live, and it isn't up to us to judge, because at the end of the day, that might be us, and we should actually be giving thanks. It speaks to me of the kindness that we can show to people that maybe are from a different religion, who need our support when they're being bullied, because people don't understand. Spirit have often said to me, even when I was younger, they placed within my path books that I wouldn't have normally read on different religions, to help me understand. And I think if we want to understand and we want to get along on this world, on this earth, we need to expand our thoughts and expand our horizons and try to understand. It doesn't mean to say that we have to agree with what we're reading or hearing, but sit and talk to somebody of a different religion. Ask them, why do you believe in this? What can you tell me about your religion? And just see if there's just a little bit of something that you can take away with you. They might not ask you about your religion. That's fine too. I have friends who are happy to talk to me about their religion, never ask me about spiritualism, because actually I think it frightens them. But just listen to the words, and I hope some of those words resonated with you this evening. That when spirit are around you, you imagine that every kind deed that you do, every kind word, every time you love somebody, or hug somebody, or give kindness to somebody, or a creature, that intensifies your symphony. Listen to your soul. Listen to what it is it wants. We can't all go off and build a hut somewhere on an island as much as we might like to, but we can still listen to our hearts and our souls and allow the feelings that we have to come through, maybe in journaling or writing. Painting. Ashley is a wonderful artist, and I'm sure that her soul inspires her to do these things so that everybody can enjoy them. I know several wonderful artists, and I can always feel and read their soul in the work that they do. So, my friends, all I would like to say is thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you for listening. And remember, next time you're walking down the street, if you're having an unkind thought, quickly change that to a nice one. And make sure that those in the spirit world, the world unseen, can hear your song and your soul and your symphony, and make it louder and brighter, the best that you can, so those in the spirit world are drawn to you to help you, guide you on your path and your way. God bless you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Wendy, that was beautiful. And I love the idea of the soul symphony. I love that, the soul song and the soul symphony. Beautiful thought, and really resonating with so many people. Thank you. I love hearing you speak. I love hearing you speak and your thoughts on things. And one of my very lovely friends, Helen, is on. Hello, lovely Helen, who agrees with you wholeheartedly. It's open mind and loving heart is the key to everything, isn't it? So thank you so much. Lovely Suzette is on as well, who absolutely loved your reading and address.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Goodness, I think you could have heard a pin drop out in internet land, in everyone's homes and hearts, kind of really taking on those words and listening to that. Thank you. It's interesting, isn't it, how music comes up a lot from the spirit world as a way to kind of describe how it must be for them. And there's a great many channeled inspirational writings that have been written over the years, haven't there, through people's various mediumship and various controls talking about trying to articulate what the spirit world must see, what people in the spirit world must see when they look at us. Thank you. That was wonderful. So much love coming for you, Wendy, for your address. That's wonderful. Could you describe your kind of process, because it's obviously been a really in-depth investigation, really in-depth journey and relationship with your spirit people and your spirit guides and your helpers. Would you be able to talk a little bit more about how you get to that state of allowing and just kind of releasing and allowing spirit to come and give you such beautiful words?
Yes, I'd love to. I do appreciate those that are listening. This is different for everybody. And it's also different depending on where you are on your path. And some souls are really blessed that they just sit down and they get this wonderful channeling and everything just happens. And it took me a little bit longer. But I think the ultimate thing to remember is it's trust and belief. And to sit within the power of the spirit and not asking for anything in return, just sitting and being within that power of that which you call your God. Don't worry if you call it by a different name. You might say Great Spirit, Universal Energy, God. God to me is that all-encompassing energy, love, hope, joy. And I've just sat over the years and just really sat and not expected anything, but always been very grateful when things do come through. And I'm often inspired by reading other people's words. It might be one sentence or hearing a piece of music that I suddenly want to pick up a pen and start writing. I think one of the big things is also having an attitude of gratitude. So if you're starting off and you're sitting down within that power, or you listen to something and you pick up a pen and you might be inspired to draw, paint, write words. For me, it was always about, even if it was a few words, 2 or 3 words, of always sitting afterwards in a prayer to say thank you. Because it's very easy, isn't it, to get carried away with what they're giving us. And, it's exciting, isn't it? It's fantastic. But I want to say, how often do you say to the spirit world, does my light shine bright enough for you? Have I lowered my expectations enough to work with you? What is it I can do for you today? And how often do you say thank you? Thank you for allowing me this opportunity this evening. Thank you for the words you've given for me. Thank you for allowing me to sit within your glorious presence, expecting nothing. And that is just the way that I have worked over the years. Just, I hope, remaining humble and filling my heart with love for all that is, for myself and all that I ever will be, for those in the spirit realms who gather around me, people like yourself, Ashley, who run a church, so I know what it's like and how hard it can be, but never asking for anything for yourself, just wanting other people to succeed, to pass on that love. And for me, it is about love. So always sit. For me, it's about sitting and filling my heart and my soul with love and gratitude and just saying, here I am. Almost, am I good enough for you today? Always remember to say, what is it I can do for you? How can I serve you today? What is it you're trying to teach me today? And I would say, remain humble and always work from a place of deep, deep love and respect for spirit and the people that you're talking to and working with. Love is all there is, folks. That's all that matters to me, is love.
Oh, Wendy, that was just one of the most fulsome, complete replies to a question. Absolutely beautiful. And I love hearing you when you're working in this kind of energy, this very beautiful, the thoughts coming in and kind of just coming straight out again. Would you be able to just talk a little bit more about your journey of exploration into some of the different, I mean, you talked very beautifully in your address about kind of sipping the, I always think of the bee symbol. Whenever I think of you, I always think of that bee symbol and just kind of sipping the nectar of lots of different flowers until you kind of fill up your bank with all of this honey from the spirit world. Would you just talk a little bit more about that?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always believed, I've always known there was something other than this world and this life. I could see auras when I was a child. I didn't understand it. It used to freak me and my poor mum out, bless her soul. But when I was old enough, I started to read books. I've read the Bible. I went to Sunday school. I was thrown out, actually, because I disagreed with the Sunday school teacher. I've always been quite proud of that, which is really naughty of me. But I just knew that the God that I believed in was a loving God, and that we had to make up our own minds. It was up to us how we conducted our lives. So I then started reading when I could get hold of the books. We're so blessed today to have so many books available online. So I started looking into Buddhism. I nearly became a Buddhist when I was about 16 or 17, because I love the gentleness of the teachings of the Lord Buddha. I love the fact that you should have an attitude of gratitude, that it doesn't matter if you're a pauper or a prince, you are as worthy as anybody else. I've read the Quran. I have to say I found it really hard going. There was a lot in there that I couldn't take on board, I didn't understand, and I disagreed with. But I carried on because I really do think it's important to talk to people of different religions, to read books about different religions, but also to read books about spiritualism, but by different people. Those of you that know me well enough to know that I'm a big believer in that one glove does not fit all. What resonates with me might not resonate with you. How I work, you might think, well, I can't work like that. And that is fine. But I learned through reading books about our great pioneers. And some of it I believed, and I'll be honest with you, I like to think I'm a bit of a healthy skeptic. I don't just believe it because it's written down and somebody's put it into words. I like to see how it resonates with me and how I feel. And so I started going to spiritualist churches when I was 16 and listening to different mediums. Some of them were kind enough to lend me books on spiritualism. But I've also read books on near-death experiences, past life regression, reincarnation. I've sat and spoken to people who are Jewish. I've got Hindi friends. Actually, I've got friends of many religions and colours. And we have some wonderful discussions. We often agree to disagree. But I think to really know what you believe in, to really understand, you have to realise that there's a truth in all religions. And all religions are based on love. You might not think it from what you hear and see. Most religions believe in a life hereafter, maybe not the way you and I do, Ashley, but they do believe in life hereafter. Most religions believe in angels. So I would say, for me, it was about filling my mind with as much as I could about other religions, what other people believed, and just sifting through it to see what sat well with me. I do sometimes take services where I speak about things that are Buddhist, indigenous peoples, Judaism, all sorts of things. To me, there is no right and wrong, and I think it would be quite arrogant of me to sit here and say, spiritualism is the only religion, it's the only one that's right, because I know that isn't true. It's my religion and what I believe in, but I'm not asking anybody else to take on board. So for me, it was just about, I mean, I'm getting old, as you know. We didn't have internet and things, so it was just relying on books and going into churches and talking to as many people as I could about their religion and what it was that resonated with them and why it was they believed in it, because a lot of people actually don't know why they believe in their religion. So I find that quite interesting. But being interested in other people and what they have to say, a lot of it is the same. When you sit and listen, a lot of it is the same. You know, whether you call it Christianity, metaphysics, whatever you want to call it, you know, there's an element of truth in all of them. So that's just what I did. That's how I progressed. And I still read lots of different books now on different religions and different ways of thinking. Quantum physics, which I'm not a genius, but I tried to read some of it. Metaphysics, all sorts of things, because I think that's important for our progress. We're all different. That might not resonate with a lot of people listening, but for me it does. So that's just how I started out, and I hope I never stop learning. You're never too old to learn anything. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's really how I started out, just going to churches, borrowing books, reading books, and just sifting through what it was I thought I believed in. And I have changed my mind over the years, I have to say. In my nearly 68 years, what I thought really resonated in here, I have slightly changed, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we should be open to change, open to listening.
Wonderful. I love having these conversations with you, Wendy. It's always just such a joy just to be able to have a back and forth dialogue about different things, and you're such a gift. You're such a gift to all of us. Thank you. And so many people appreciating what you're talking about, and yeah, it's just experiencing, sipping, feeling what, just checking in and feeling what resonates with that heart of truth, and then just to use your analogy of the music, does this blend with the music of my soul, and how does that sit? Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, what an unexpected gift to be able to have a couple of questions with you as well. So thank you so much, Wendy, for a really wonderful service. Very broad, deeply spiritual. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Oh my goodness. It won't be the last time Wendy's back. I'm delighted to say that Wendy has a good internet connection. So won't be the last time that we see you, Wendy.
Not this evening. Sometimes.
We must be patient. So thank you for a really lovely service this evening, Wendy. It's been a real joy. You're always such a joy to have with us. And thank you to everybody who's joined us. So many people online and so many people commenting with things that are resonating with them. Please remember, friends, that if you've just joined us, you can go back right to the beginning and watch all of this on catch up. All of our services are available on our Facebook page under the videos tab. You can go back and look at all of our videos again. Every single service and every single Friday night Q&A that's been recorded since the start of lockdown. There's an incredible body of work there, some incredible speakers, mediums and teachers and thought leaders really in the spiritual realm for you to go back and enjoy. Thank you for everybody that's watched this evening from wherever you are. Please do stay well. And I'm going to leave Wendy to close our service this evening. It's such a gift to us, Wendy, with another one of your beautiful blessings to close out our service. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me, Ashley. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and Ashley, of course. Yeah, just a pleasure. So if you'd just like to join me, friends, just going once more into that deep place where we connect with our God. And let's give thanks for the blessing of being able to come together this evening, of being healed by the lovely healing prayer from Ashley, of being healed from the words of Spirit. Walk this path, my friends, and let your soul sing like it's never sung before. We ask, Great Spirit, that you allow us to always walk in grace and beauty, in love and kindness, being non-judgmental, but helping all those creatures and people along our path. Allow each and every one of us to be their beacon of light and hope and love. I leave this now, this time and this service, and say thank you, God bless, and allow us to come together again another time in joy and hope, trust and love. Amen.
Amen. Such a deep bow to you, Wendy. Thank you. And to all of your people who work with you. And thank you for everyone that's joined us. Stay safe until next Sunday. We'll be back next Sunday at 6:15 on this Facebook page. Really would be wonderful if you could join us again next week, and we will see you on Friday over on my Facebook page from 6 till 7 p.m. for another Spiritual Circle Q&A. So please do come and join us for that. But for now, go safely, go well, look after yourselves, be kind, and take time to listen to your own soul song, as Wendy so beautifully said. Thank you, friends, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio, stay safe. Bye. Bye, Wendy. Bye.
Bye.